Okay, I'm tired. I just got back from a convention. I did a Jujutsu Kaisen cosplay. Mekamaru actually posts up in the screen. Came out pretty cool. And after making that, it made me want to do this video. So, yeah, if you can't tell by the title, is JJK getting too ridiculous? Because like I know I've been saying this like issue, like when people talk about Jujutsu Kaisen, it's getting too repetitive, it's getting too boring, and every other week you have people posting Gojo's coming back, Gojo's coming back. Recently there's been this image making its rounds online with Gojo opening his eye and him coming back. Look, I can't speak for everyone when I say I want Gojo back, because me personally, I don't want him back. Like, it adds more stakes to the story. If you have the strongest sorcerer just killed off, then it's like, okay, how are we gonna stop this monster from defeating everyone, Sukuna? Obviously, this video is going to be containing spoilers, so if you haven't read the manga, if you haven't been keeping up with it, then yeah, spoilers beware. But the fact that Jujutsu Kaisen just keeps throwing characters out of the woodwork, it's low-key kind of funny to me, and I just love seeing like everyone's reaction to like, okay, maybe this guy's gonna do it. Okay, no, it's kind of like eating a hyped up meal only for it to be kind of disappointing, for them to bring you another meal to only be disappointing, and then getting a really good meal and then getting a different one and it's disappointing again. That's essentially the cycle of Jujutsu Kaisen. You get a good meal, you get a bad meal, you get a mid meal, you get a really good one, you get a bad one. That's essentially how Jujutsu Kaisen is. And the fact that they added Miguel into the story with the latest chapter is low-key kind of funny, because I don't think anyone expected Miguel, of all people, to be in Jujutsu Kaisen. When I saw the leaks a while back, the spoilers, that Miguel was coming back, I'm like, there's no freaking way Miguel, of all people, the same dude that was getting clapped by Gojo. Yeah, also, I'll get to the Gojo part later, because that's also getting kind of ridiculous, if I'm gonna be honest. But I don't know, like me personally, all the Jujutsu Kaisen characters are pretty cool. They have their own aesthetic, they have their own design. They all serve a purpose within the story, whether to be like canon fodder or to be like main characters. People are low-key mad that like some of the stronger ones are just kind of like getting one off, like Yuta. He had his domain, but almost nothing came out of it. Or like Maki Zenin, like she was said to be as powerful as Toji, and she's just getting dog walked by Sukuna. But the fact that people gotta understand is that Sukuna is meant to be the king of curses. He's meant to be the strongest thing in existence, which makes you wonder, how did people back in the day defeat this monster? And like, how, man, if he's giving modern day sorcerers this much trouble, how in the world did they stop him before? Like how? I don't know. But JJK, the way it's doing things kind of reminds me of Dragon Ball. Now, I've seen this comparison before about Dragon Ball and Jujutsu Kaisen, how it's battle after battle, but the difference is Jujutsu Kaisen has a set story, it has a set ending, while Dragon Ball is stated that there's always someone above you, that there's always going to be someone stronger than you. With Jujutsu Kaisen, there is no one above you. The highest bar of power is going to be Sukuna. In order to be the strongest, you must surpass Sukuna or be at the level of Gojo. And all these sorcerers being stated to be grade 1 sorcerers or above, or even comparable to Gojo, is kind of funny, because you know they're just kind of hyping him up to be like the strongest thing in the existence. But at the same time, how else are you going to hype up some of these characters? Like Miguel, he's going, for the most part, toe-to-toe with Sukuna for the most part, like unlike some of the other characters, such as the one lightning god Katsumo, or I forgot his name, that lightning guy, he got clapped so bad. You got the I can't really remember all the chapters off the top of my head, or some of the characters, but I don't know, like some people just been saying it's been getting too ridiculous. I'm gonna stop reading Jujutsu Kaisen, and you and me both know that that's not gonna happen. You love this kind of chaos, and people are saying that Gege doesn't really know how to write characters ever since Gojo fell off. I just kind of have to believe that Gege knows what he's doing, and he's baiting the audience into thinking that, oh, he doesn't know what he's doing, but then he'll just do a 180 and be like, okay, I know what he's doing. Because at the end of the day, Sukuna has to lose, or something like that. Like something drastic has to happen where like this story ends, because this story is supposed to be ending soon, but with no ending in sight. I don't know. That's why I honestly just love this series. The fact that it's really unpredictable. You don't know exactly what's going to happen. You have Miguel coming out of nowhere. You have Wee Wee, you have freaking Choso doing his blood manipulation arts. I don't know, it's just pretty crazy. What's next? Noboro comes back to life, which would be kind of crazy, and I don't think anyone would really expect that. Also, it would be kind of like, why? Why bring her back? But, oh yeah, going back to the Miguel thing I mentioned earlier, the fact people for like a while were getting mad that Gojo was racist because he was stereotyping Miguel. But you gotta understand, the way Gege writes his characters is kind of a reflection of like his thoughts in Japanese society. Obviously, Gojo was kind of raised in like a conservative household. The Satoru clan is essentially a conservative Japanese household, and you gotta understand that I probably said that way too much. Yeah, you gotta understand. You gotta understand. Damn it, I'm tired of saying that. You gotta understand that in Japanese culture, they're kind of prejudiced towards other people who are not Japanese. I don't know this from experience, but just from like the statements I've read online and from Japanese history, they kind of prejudice and stuff like this does still happen in modern times, which is really unfortunate. We all can't just get along, but it happens. It happens here in America where I live. It happens just about anywhere. People are going to be prejudiced, and when you're built on that conservative type of aspect and you believe that only you are superior or that other people they're strong because they're a certain way, it kind of comes off as ignorant or belligerent. Like, people don't really understand, or saying Gege's a racist, Gege doesn't really know how to write characters. No, Gege absolutely does know how to write his characters. He's just like poking fun or like making a statement about Japanese society and how they're prejudiced in Miguel. He's just Miguel. He is that guy. Like, come on, you guys can't tell me Miguel is not that guy, just pulling up, dancing, weaving, doing all this stuff, like, and even having Sakuna be like, what the fuck, who is this dude? How is he like doing this? But I don't know, that's just my thoughts on Jujutsu Kaisen. Is it getting too ridiculous? Is it getting too out of hand? No, I honestly don't think so, and I kind of honestly love this chaotic nature that stuff is happening because it is incredibly fun, in my opinion. But with that being said, what are you guys' thoughts on the Jujutsu Kaisen manga, the state of the story that it's going in? Me personally, like I said, I'm really enjoying it, but that's just me. Also, what do you guys think about my Kamaru costume? Y'all like it? I spent a lot of time on it. I think it came out pretty good, but yeah, I'll catch you guys on my next one.